Tom was different from other children. He was very quiet. He never talked much. But Tom had a special gift. He could observe people. He could watch them and understand them. He could see things that other people could not see. Tom lived in a big city with his grandmother. His parents died when he was very young. He did not remember them. His grandmother was kind but old. She worked in a small library. Tom spent every afternoon there, sitting in the corner, watching people. "Why do you always watch people, Tom?" his grandmother asked one day. Tom thought for a moment. "Because people are interesting, Grandma. When you observe them, you can see their stories. You can see if they are happy or sad. You can see if they are lying or telling the truth." His grandmother smiled. "You are a very smart boy, Tom. But remember, people don't always like to be watched. Be careful." Tom nodded. He understood. When Tom was 10 years old, something happened that changed his life. A new teacher came to his school. Her name was Miss Chin. She was young and beautiful. She had long black hair and kind eyes. All the students loved her, all except one boy. His name was Marcus. Marcus was the biggest boy in class. He was strong and mean. He bullied other children. He took their lunch money. He pushed them in the hallways. Everyone was afraid of Marcus. Even the teachers were afraid. But Tom observed Marcus carefully. He watched him every day. He noticed something strange. Marcus was always angry before lunch. But after lunch, he was quiet. He looked tired. He looked sad. One day, Tom followed Marcus after school. He stayed far behind, so Marcus would not see him. Marcus walked through the poor part of the city. He went into a very old building. Tom waited outside. 30 minutes later, Marcus came out. He was carrying a small bag. His eyes were red. He had been crying. Tom understood something. Marcus had a problem. A big problem. But what was it? The next day at school, Tom did something brave. He walked up to Marcus during lunch break. "Marcus," Tom said quietly, "I want to talk to you." Marcus turned around. His face was angry. "What do you want, little mouse? Go away before I hurt you." Tom's heart was beating fast. But he did not run away. "I observed you," Tom said. "I know you have a problem. I want to help." Marcus grabbed Tom's shirt. He lifted him up. "You were following me. You were watching me. I will teach you a lesson." But then Marcus saw Tom's eyes. They were not afraid. They were kind. They were understanding. Marcus slowly put Tom down. "How did you know?" Marcus whispered. "How did you know I have a problem?" "I observe people," Tom said. "I see things. You are angry because you are sad. You are sad because someone you love is sick. Am I right?" Marcus's eyes became wet. A tear rolled down his face. He looked around to make sure no one was watching. Then he nodded. "My mother," Marcus said quietly. "She is very sick. She has cancer. I take care of her every day. I cook for her. I clean for her. I give her medicine. We have no money. My father left us. I am so tired. I am so scared." Tom felt the pain in his heart. Now he understood everything. Marcus was not a bad person. He was just a scared boy trying to be strong. "I will help you," Tom said. "We will help your mother together." "How?" Marcus asked. "You are just a kid like me." "I may be young," Tom said, "but I can observe and learn. I know where to find help. Trust me." That afternoon, Tom went to his grandmother. He told her everything about Marcus and his mother. His grandmother listened carefully. Then she smiled. "Tom, your gift of observation has led you to help someone. I am very proud. Come with me." They want to talk to people in the neighborhood. They talked to the doctor at the clinic. They talked to the social worker. They talked to the church. Everyone wanted to help. They collected money for medicine. They brought food. They arranged for a nurse to visit Marcus's mother. Marcus could not believe it. "Why are you doing this for me?" he asked Tom. "I was mean to you. I was mean to everyone." "Because I observed you," Tom said. I saw that you were not really mean. You were just hurting inside. When people hurt inside, they sometimes hurt others outside. But that can change. From that day, Marcus changed completely. He stopped bullying. He became kind. He smiled more. He even became Tom's best friend. And Tom continued to observe people, to understand them, to help them. But Tom's greatest challenge was still coming. When Tom was 15 years old, his grandmother became very sick. She had a stroke. She could not speak anymore. She could not move her right side. Tom was devastated. His grandmother was everything to him. She was his only family. The doctors said she needed special care. Special care was very expensive. Tom had no money. He was only 15. What could he do? Tom sat in the hospital room, holding his grandmother's hand. She looked at him with sad eyes. She tried to speak, but could not. Tom saw tears on her face. "Don't worry, Grandma," Tom said, trying to be strong. "I will find a way. I will take care of you." But inside, Tom was terrified. How could he save his grandmother? He was just a teenager. He had no job. He had no money. He felt helpless for the first time in his life. That night, Tom could not sleep. He walked through the city streets. He observed people. He watched them carefully, hoping to find an answer, hoping to find a miracle. He saw a poster on a wall. It said, "Detective competition, win $10,000. Find the missing diamond. Open to everyone." Tom's heart jumped. $10,000. That was enough for his grandmother's treatment. But could he do it? Could he find a missing diamond? He was not a real detective. He was just a boy who observed people. Tom read the details. A famous rich woman had lost her diamond necklace. It was worth $1 million. The police could not find it, so she created a competition. Anyone who found it would get $10,000 as a reward. Tom thought about it all night. The next morning, he made a decision. He would try. He had to try. For his grandmother. Tom went to the rich woman's house. Her name was Mrs. Victoria Stone. She was old and elegant. She wore expensive clothes and had white hair. Many people were already there. Adults, professional detectives, security experts. They all wanted to find the diamond. Mrs. Stone looked at Tom with surprise. "Young man, are you here for the competition?" "Yes, ma'am," Tom said politely. She smiled. "You are very young, but I like your courage. Everyone here will have 3 days to solve the mystery. You may all ask me questions. You may examine my house. Good luck!" Tom started to observe. He observed everything. The house, the rooms, the servants, the visitors. He watched how people moved, how they talked, how they acted. The other detectives searched everywhere. They looked under beds. They checked behind paintings. They examined every corner. But Tom did something different. He observed people. He observed Mrs. Stone's butler, an old man named James. James had worked for Mrs. Stone for 30 years. He was loyal and quiet. But Tom noticed something. James looked nervous. His hands shook when he served tea. His eyes moved quickly from side to side. Tom observed Mrs. Stone's daughter. Her name was Patricia. She was about 30 years old. She wore beautiful clothes, but her face was unhappy. She spoke to her mother with a cold voice. Tom noticed that Patricia needed money. He heard her arguing with her mother about it. Tom observed the security guard, a young man named Derek. Derek was new. He started working only 2 weeks before the diamond disappeared. He seemed nervous, too. He touched his neck a lot when people asked him questions. On the second day, Tom made a discovery. He was observing the garden when he saw something. The gardener was digging. He was planting new flowers, but he was planting them in a strange place. In a place where flowers should not grow. In a place that was always in shadow. Tom went closer. He observed the dirt. It looked different. It looked like someone had dug there recently and then covered it up. "Excuse me," Tom said to the gardener. When did you plant these flowers? The gardener looked surprised. Yesterday, he said. Mrs. Patricia told me to plant them here. Patricia! Tom's mind started working fast. He observed more carefully. He thought about everything he had seen. That evening, Tom asked to speak with Mrs. Stone privately. Mrs. Stone, Tom said, I need to ask you some questions. When exactly did your diamond disappear? 3 weeks ago, she said. During my birthday party. I wore it that evening. When I went to bed, I put it in my jewelry box. The next morning, it was gone. Who knew where you kept it? Everyone. My family. My servants. It was not a secret. And your daughter, Patricia, does she have money problems? Mrs. Stone's face became sad. Yes, she does. She spent all her inheritance. She wanted me to give her more money. I refused. I told her she needed to learn responsibility. We had a big fight about it. Tom nodded. He was starting to understand. One more question. Did Patricia ask the gardener to do anything unusual recently? Mrs. Stone thought about it. Yes, actually. She told him to plant flowers in the side garden. I thought it was strange because nothing grows well there. Tom smiled. Mrs. Stone, I think I know where your diamond is. Everyone gathered in the garden. The professional detectives were angry. How could this young boy solve the mystery when they could not? Tom pointed to the newly planted flowers. Dig there, he said. The gardener started digging. Everyone watched with excitement. After a few minutes, he found something. A small metal box. He opened it. Inside was the diamond necklace. Everyone gasped. Mrs. Stone started crying with joy. Patricia's face became white. She knew she was caught. But how did you know? Mrs. Stone asked Tom. Tom explained. I observed everyone. I observed their behavior. Patricia needed money. She took the diamond, but she could not sell it immediately. It was too famous. Everyone would recognize it. So she hid it in the garden. She planned to wait a few months, then dig it up secretly and sell it in another country. Tom continued. I observed that Patricia was nervous. She kept looking at the garden. She made the gardener plant flowers there to hide the fresh dirt. But I observed that those flowers should not be there. That place is always in shadow. Flowers need sun. When I put all these observations together, I understood. Mrs. Stone was amazed. Young man, you have a remarkable gift. You observe what others cannot see. You understand what others cannot understand. Tom received his reward, $10,000. It was enough for his grandmother's treatment. He was so happy that he cried. But the story does not end there. Mrs. Stone was very impressed with Tom. She learned about his situation. She learned about his sick grandmother. She learned that Tom had no parents. Her heart was touched. Tom, she said one day, I want to help you. I will pay for your grandmother's complete treatment. And I want to offer you something else. I want to sponsor your education. You are special. You have a gift. You should develop it. You should go to the best schools. You should become a professional detective or a psychologist. Someone who can use their observation skills to help many people. Tom could not believe it. It was like a dream. Mrs. Stone, why would you do this for me? She smiled with kindness. Because you taught me something important. You taught me that young people can be wise. You taught me that observation is more powerful than force. You taught me that kindness and intelligence can solve any problem. And because my own son died many years ago, he would have been your age now. You remind me of him. Tom's grandmother received the best treatment. She slowly got better. She could speak again. She could move again. It was a miracle. Tom was so grateful. He thanked God every day. Tom studied hard. He went to the best school in the city. He learned psychology. He learned about human behavior. He learned how to observe even better. But he never forgot where he came from. He never forgot his friend Marcus. He never forgot the importance of kindness. When Tom was 22 years old, he graduated from university. He became a professional consultant. He helped the police solve difficult cases. He helped companies understand their employees. He helped families solve their problems. Everyone wanted his help because Tom could observe what others could not see. One day, Tom received a call. It was from his old school. They wanted him to give a speech to the students. Tom agreed. On the day of the speech, Tom stood in front of hundreds of young students. He saw their faces. Some were interested. Some were bored. Some were troubled. He observed them all. "My dear students," Tom began, "today I want to tell you about the power of observation. When I was your age, I was quiet and shy. I had no special talents. I was not good at sports. I was not the smartest student, but I had one gift. I could observe people." He continued, "Observation is not just about watching. It is about understanding. It is about seeing the truth behind the appearance. It is about feeling what others feel. It is about caring enough to pay attention." Tom told them his story. He told them about Marcus, about his grandmother, about the missing diamond, about how observation helped him overcome every challenge in his life. "Many people go through life blind," Tom said. "They see but they do not observe. They look but they do not understand. They have eyes but they do not use them properly. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to help others, if you want to solve problems, you must learn to observe." Tom taught them how to observe. Watch people's eyes. Eyes never lie. If someone says they are happy but their eyes are sad, they are hiding something. Watch people's hands. Nervous people touch their face or neck a lot. Watch how people walk. Confident people walk straight. Worried people walk with their head down. He continued, "Observe the small details. The way someone dresses tells you about their personality. The way someone speaks tells you about their emotions. The way someone treats others tells you about their character. But most importantly," Tom said, "observe with kindness. Do not use your observation skills to judge people or to hurt them. Use them to understand people and to help them. That is the true purpose of observation." The students listened carefully. After the speech, many came to talk to Tom. They thanked him. They said he inspired them. One young girl said, "Mr. Tom, I want to be like you. I want to observe people and help them." Tom smiled. "Then start today. Start by observing the people around you. Your family, your friends, your teachers. Observe them with love. Understand them. Help them. That is how you change the world. One observation at a time." Years passed. Tom became famous, but he stayed humble. He lived in a simple house with his grandmother. He never forgot his difficult past. He used his success to help others. He created a foundation to help poor children. He taught them how to observe, how to think, how to solve problems. Marcus, his old friend, became a social worker. He helped troubled teenagers. He understood them because he had been troubled too. Tom and Marcus worked together. They observed the problems in their community. They found solutions. They changed many lives. On Tom's 30th birthday, Mrs. Stone invited him to her house. She was very old now, but still elegant and kind. "Tom," she said, "I am so proud of you. You have become an amazing man. You have helped so many people. Your gift of observation has changed the world." Tom held her hand. "Mrs. Stone, I owe everything to you. You gave me a chance when I needed it most. You believed in me when I was just a poor boy. You changed my life." She smiled. "No, Tom, you changed your own life. I just opened a door. You walked through it with courage and determination. That was all you." They sat together in silence. Comfortable silence. The silence of two people who understood each other completely. That night, Tom stood on his balcony. He looked at the city. Millions of lights. Millions of people. Each person with their own story. Their own struggles. Their own dreams. Tom thought about his journey. From a quiet, lonely boy to a successful man who helped thousands. It all started with one simple skill: observation. He thought about his father's words. Wait, he never knew his father. But somehow, he felt his father's presence. He felt his father's pride. He felt his parents watching him from heaven, smiling. Tom made a promise to himself. He would continue to observe. He would continue to understand. He would continue to help. Because that was his purpose. That was his gift. That was his way of making the world a little bit better. A young couple walked on the street below. They were arguing. Tom observed them. He could see they loved each other but were hurt by misunderstanding. He observed an old man sitting alone on a bench. The man looked lonely. Tom observed a child running happily with a balloon. The child was pure joy. Each person was a story. Each person was a mystery. Each person was worth observing, worth understanding, worth helping. Tom smiled. Tomorrow he would wake up early. He would go to his office. He would help more people solve their problems. He would teach more students how to observe. He would make more difference. Because Tom had learned the greatest lesson of all: when you truly observe people, you see their humanity. You see their pain. You see their hope. And when you see all of that, you cannot help but love them. You cannot help but help them. That is the power of observation. It is not just a skill. It is a gift that anyone can develop, a gift that can change everything. And Tom's gift had indeed changed everything. For himself, for his grandmother, for Marcus, for Mrs. Stone, for thousands of students, for everyone he touched. As the city lights twinkled in the darkness, Tom whispered to the night, "Thank you. Thank you for teaching me to see. Thank you for teaching me to observe. Thank you for teaching me to understand. Thank you for teaching me to love." And somewhere in the universe, his parents heard him, and they smiled. This story teaches us that observation is a powerful skill. When we watch carefully and understand deeply, we can solve problems, help people, and change lives. Everyone can learn to observe. Start today. Watch the people around you with kindness and understanding. You will be amazed by what you discover. Now that you've seen the whole story, we would really appreciate it if you rate it from 1 to 10 in the comments. Your thoughts help us improve and make sure we bring you the kind of stories you truly enjoy.